Hey guys, I got a really cool surprise for you today. I've got a deer hunt from 2013 that I have never put on YouTube before, and it's a hunt in which I killed one of my biggest bucks on public land. I think it's maybe the third or fourth biggest buck that I've ever shot on public land, and it took place in Kansas in 2013. And at that time, I did a little bit of videoing. I had a YouTube channel, but I wasn't serious about it. And I came across some of this video when I was going through some archives the other day, and I thought, you know what, I'll just make a video about this because I think you'll find it interesting. And here is the buck that I shot on this hunt. He's a big 8-pointer, and he was running with another 10-pointer. Had them both on camera, so I knew they were in the area. So I was way back in a spot on public hunting land in Kansas. So this funnel is a good spot back in there. There's that steep riverbank on one side, and there's a bunch of cane, tall grass on the other side. Good funnel, I guess you would say. It's a good rut spot. So I typically would go there first part of November, spend about a week there, and I killed a couple other pretty nice bucks in there. It's just one of those spots that if you get there during the rut and you are in a good spot and spend your time, you're going to probably have a good chance to shoot a pretty nice buck if you really put the time in. On this particular hunt, I think it was about the third day that I was there, and I'd been walking back in there. It's about a 1.5 mile walk, so it's a pretty stout walk from the nearest parking area. This evening that I went back in there, I think I went in about 4 or 5 hours before dark, and I just happened to be filming out in this tall cane. There was a coyote that had treed a raccoon in a fallen tree, and I'm sitting there filming that, and then all of a sudden the action starts, and I started hearing a deer come from behind me, and it's this 10-pointer that at that point I'd seen him running with this 8-pointer. Every time I got one of them on camera, the other one was the next one on camera. Sometimes I had them both on camera at the same time. I looked at this 10-pointer and I thought, well, he's maybe not as big as I thought. And I decided to pass him in hopes that the 8-pointer was nearby. And sure enough, you can watch on the screen here, the 10-pointer's just moving off the screen when the big 8-pointer comes in. And I made a perfect shot on him, and he just turned out to be one of my favorite deer because, of course, he was shot on public land on a do-it-yourself hunt. I could have climbed up in that dead tree because there's a coyote right below him trying to get him. I got the big one. I just got the big one. I just shot the big one. Well, I just pulled the trigger on the big buck, and I mean he's a good one. It is like 10 minutes till the end of shooting light, and I heard a buck coming, and I looked down, and it's the 10-pointer, and he's not a huge buck. I got to looking at him, and I think he's only a 2.5-year-old buck, and I was thinking about shooting until I realized that he's really a lot younger than I originally thought from the trail camera photos. Well, all of a sudden I heard another noise, and I looked back, and here comes the big one, and the big one is right behind him, and I got my bow, got drawn, and the son of a gun, I had to mount him to stop because he's moving fast, and put the pin on him and pulled the trigger, and I mean the shot looked perfect. The Luminok just landed right smack on his side, right through both lungs, and I could see him running out through the tall grass, and all of a sudden I couldn't hear or see anything else. So I think I'm done. This is one of the biggest bucks I've shot, maybe ever, but at least in a long time. I'm not sure if it's the big 8 or the big 10. All I know he's a big, heavy, mature buck. So anyway, I'm gonna go have a look. Well, here he is. It's the big 8 that I had on trail camera. He's a beauty. Boy, he's got a big thick neck on him. Shot was perfect. He went, I don't know, I suppose 80 yards here. Oh, I gotta get him out of here. Oh my goodness. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. There's more great deer and bear hunting content coming up. See you next time.